of our little secret locations. Although tonight, just because of people that are the volume of people, it might not be so secret, but people don't have to know how active it is. You know, like to them, we'll just be another group of ghost hunters. But it's a matter of we like to avoid the crowds because we start to lose control of the investigation. It doesn't run the way that we like to see it run when there's too many people at a location, and especially so when there's outsiders. My name's Lou Giroux. I'm president and co-founder of the Philadelphia Ghost Hunters Alliance. Philadelphia Ghost Hunters Alliance is an organization that's dedicated to the research, documentation, education, and investigation of paranormal activity.
Well, I guess you don't ever really explain ghost hunting as much as you differentiate it from ghost busting. That seems to be what everybody knows. Oh, you're a ghost buster. We always tell people, no, it's copyrighted, you can't say that.
Well, a ghost hunter is basically a paranormal investigator who investigates places reported to be haunted. Basically, what we do is verify the evidence with photographs, recordings, things like that, using various types of equipment.
We hunt them, we document them, and that's all it basically is. It's very benign, it's not intrusive, it's not disrespectful. We don't go charging through cemeteries and desecrating graves. We're very, if anything, it's quite the opposite. You're very quiet, you know, you're into what you're doing. You got to be quiet because if you're recording, you don't want your voice on tape, you want the ghost voice, and you're taking pictures and maybe measuring temperature with a thermal scanner, and that's ghost hunting.
With the protocols, with photography, videotapes, video cameras, versus walking around with a video camera, we leave them stationary. Everyone else is to remain quiet so that we can identify if there are other voices on recording. We prefer to monitor areas where there are no investigators with the video cameras, because if you're utilizing the video camera and you're walking through the area, you tend to kick up dust, which can look like orbs. The balls of light that show on photograph, we also get them on video. There's many different things that we incorporate.
What are these white boxes down here on the bottom of your camera?
Motion detectors, infrared motion detectors. They'll sound an alarm if they detect movement of any sort, and the hope is actually that we capture something on video simultaneously while the alarms are ringing. That's evidence to us.
Can you explain where we're going tonight?
Yeah, we're going up to the cemetery here in town. We've got some really good results in the past.
So how many ghost hunts have you been on?
Actually, this is my first ghost hunt.
Really?
Yes, it is. It's going to be real exciting.
Have you ever tried to photograph a ghost before?
Yes, I have, and I've caught one on videotape before, too.
Really?
Yes, I have.
Where was this?
This was at my grandma's house. I live in a big Italian family. My grandfather died, so I was filming the family, and in the background of the video was a figure, and it was my grandfather.
I'll tell you what.
The funny thing about this digital recorder we use, a Panasonic, I'm not sure the exact model number, but they're sold for like dictation, you know, for like lawyers, businessmen to dictate stuff into. They were selling them, and they started getting so many complaints because people were sending it back saying this thing's broken. Every time I talk into it, I hear other people's voices in the background, and there's no one there. So as soon as us as ghost hunters heard it, we ran out and bought every one, and then Panasonic pulled them off the shelves because they figured they were, you know, malfunctioning or broken. But we know better.
And it monitors the temperature of something, and supposedly when a cold spot comes, which is supposed to be energy of a ghost, the temperature drops.
All right.
We got these throwaways, 800 speed. They have 800 speed. I didn't even know they made that. Because I know 400 is great. 800 must be phenomenal. Yeah.
All right, let's go up to Pearson. He's up. That's what it is. He's up that walk right there to the top. So it bears off to the right.
Two most important things you'll need is an open mind and a camera. The camera will provide the evidence. Negative attitudes get negative results. We know that from our research. We've taken skeptics with us, and they get nothing, no results, and can't understand why we get results. And again, that shows that's because of the attitude.
This investigation was done at the site where Pretty Boy Floyd, public enemy #1, as he was called, in 1934, was shot. And all evening we were joined by Pretty Boy Floyd. This is what we feel the ghost of Pretty Boy Floyd, who really liked my mother.
3 years ago I spoke, which was a very difficult time for me. I spoke about my latest book, which was Living with Ghosts, and it included a story about my late husband, who had just passed away. He had made me promise to write this book, and he said to me, Dorothy, he said, I'll give you something to write about. And sure enough, he did. And so I chronicled it in that book.
And this photo was taken. This person in this photo was not there. We had it cropped and enlarged so you could see it even better. We feel that this is a spirit that follows my daughter around.
And all the stuff feeds the other stuff. You might not be into writing books, but you've been to the haunted sites, and you have experiences that you talk about here amongst yourselves. And if you want to do a ghost tour, somebody is going to want to hear about it.
This was taken at the Panteón de San Miguel, which is a cemetery of the wealthier. I wandered out in there myself. It was very dark, and took that photograph. I cannot explain what that particular orb is. It's a spirit imaging. Is it? I don't know.
You can have fun with this, you can earn money, and then you can also turn yourself into an authority in this field. Every time something comes up, they'll be calling you for a comment. When they have a problem in this area, Rick Fisher, they call you, don't they? I mean, you're an authority. You didn't try to be an authority, you just became an authority. And, you know, you got to be an authority on something. Why not ghosts?
What is that?
This is a digital recorder. I'm sorry. This is a digital recorder. We have it set up to voice activation. So we just like ask prompted questions and hope to get some kind of a response. And on several occasions we actually had answers to some of the questions we've asked.
Are you here with us? Where are you? Are you wounded? Okay. Comes a little bit late into it.
How old are you? Who is your commanding officer? Did you kill men here?
You got a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
on there.
You gotta clean that up, though.
You gotta clean it up.
See that? And then I stopped and I listened to it. I was like, yeah, I was definitely getting something towards the end. And I tried to get it again and nothing on the second round.
Should we stop?
People coming up the road? Yeah. Alright.
There's a ghost conference that's actually in town at the moment, and you're going to see a lot of organizations that come out onto the battlefield and conduct research to see if we could document any sort of spirit activity.
We come up here a couple times a year, and we're wondering why all of a sudden all the damn people are here.
Yeah, that's usually in March. There's one weekend that they have a big ghost conference where people come in from all over the world.
Oh my goodness. You say a ghost conference?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and you never know how someone's gonna react to what you do.